Hey friends, this is Wendy with Love and Stampin'. I am so excited that you're here with me today. We are going to use a brand new set from Honeybee Stamps called Queen of Hearts. I love this stamp set. I think it's so pretty. It reminds me of like a Southern Belle or like a debutante ball or something like that. And we're going to make a really cool card that has a fun pop-up element in the front of the card. So I've made cards like this before, but if you're new around here, this might be your first time seeing this. And I'll make sure to explain that process when we get to it. We're going to use Honeybee Intense Black ink to ink everything up because we are going to be doing some Copic marker coloring to get some beautiful color put down on this card. And we are going to die cut this framed piece, and then we're also going to die cut a second piece just out of plain white cardstock to make it a shape card. So it'll be a shape card and a pop-up card. So as I do this, we're just going to have some story time today because it's been a while. And if you want to watch this video without story time, you can go over to the Honeybee Stamps channel and I give instructions for the entire card front to back. And I will link to that video below. But if you are one of my buddies who hangs out here for story time, that's what we're doing today because we got a lot to catch up on. It's been a busy couple months. So in the last video, I shared about my car blowing up and then getting repaired for free, basically. We did have to come out of pocket a little bit on it, but I mean, it was like a few $100s versus $9,600. So yeah, big difference there. So if you haven't heard about that, just go back and watch the video from February 4th and you'll be all filled in on that story. In other news, several of you have asked over the last few months how my daughter's horse is doing because she was sick most of last year, or at least it felt that way. She got strangles in July and was sick until about September, and then she got better, and then she got pigeon fever, and then she was sick until December, end of December, beginning of January. So the good news is she's all better. My daughter's riding her again. The bad news is we have quite a bit of regression going on because she hadn't been used in so long. And so we're having a friend of ours who is a trainer and knows her stuff, give her a little tune-up. And she's putting some rides on her to get her, tuned up and have her kind of cut her bad habits out. My daughter is a great rider, but she is not highly experienced of many years worth of riding and training horses. So we are leaning on the expertise of a friend that knows a little more than my daughter at this point. So anyway, she's doing good. The horse is doing well. In a couple of months, we're going to be getting pigs again. You guys know we get pigs every year. Not everybody's a fan of me talking about that. You guys have definitely let me know. Let's talk about the card really quick. So for the skin tone, we're using E11 and E13. For the heart, the flowers, and the roses around the edge of the card, we're using RV 69, 66, and 63. And then for the dress, we're using RV00, 02, 04, and 06. And then for the lace, we're just using a little bit of gray in the C1, C3 category to just create a little bit of shadow. So, and her hair is YR 27, 24, and Y19. So anyway, we are getting pigs again soon. We just did a crab feed for the ag boosters. Some of you, I'm going to call out by name, at least one person. I received a gift in the mail to donate to the crab feed. from Patty Trap. So Patty, if you're watching this video, thank you so much for your donation. I put an Amazon link up on my various channels and stuff, like my Facebook and stuff, asking for people to purchase items on the Amazon link that would come to me, and then we would use those items in the raffle for the fundraiser. So I received a few of those items. We collected items from other local establishments and stuff, and it went really well. I am the treasurer for the Ag Boosters this year. So since I'm the treasurer, I did sit at the table for the raffle and drink tickets and stuff. We were selling those. And I collected, like I said, several raffle prizes. And it was just a big group effort of making our raffle awesome. And the whole crab feed came together beautifully. So we had a nice time, enjoyed our meal, and enjoyed everybody who came out for that. My daughter worked at the crab feed, so the kids, the FFA kids that are the beneficiaries of all the money we raise, they will work at the crab feed, and they had the best time. After all the work was done, the kids spent the evening, at least an hour or so in the evening dancing, and it was super fun to watch them dancing. I would love to show it to you, but the video contains lots of other people's kids, so unfortunately I can't put it here on YouTube. So here, we're going to make the pop-up mechanism, and I really want to show that to you and talk you through that part. Here we're going to cut a 1/2 inch strip. So it's just any 1/2 inch strip is fine as long as it's at least 2 inches long. And I at first go to score it at a 1/2 inch and I accidentally cut it. So I don't know why I flipped it around because my brain works funny sometimes. And then I scored at a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5. And then we're going to cut at the 2 inch mark. So what I do basically is move that 1/2 inch score line over to a 1/2 inch, and then I cut. So it's 2 inches by 1/2 inch, and it's scored at a 1/2 inch, 1 inch, and 1.5. And all of this is written down over on my blog. The other thing you can do is if you want to purchase any of the products that you see me use today, you can purchase them below this video, or you can visit my blog at loveandstampin.com. I have links and supply lists, photos, measurements, all the things are available on my blog. In the description below the video, there is a chunk of writing, and in that, if you scroll down past, you'll start finding all my links. There's a supply list link, a blog post link. There is a link to join my mailing list. There's a link to try a 21-day free trial of the Creative Vault, which is my membership group where we make a lot of fun things. So if you want to try any of those things out, there's links below the video for all of it. I'm trying to get better about saying that because I don't talk about those things very much. All right, so here we cut at 1 inch, and then we're going to cut at 1 1/4. And this is basically all you need. You need one little base element, and then you need 2 of your springs, what I call the springs. Now, I would love to say that I came up with this technique, this mechanism, but I didn't. Good old Jennifer McGuire came up with this. Once you learn the formula for this, you basically can just make anything in the world pop up off the card. So what I do is I take the base and I glue these little springs to the base, and you have to make sure that they're facing inward so that the opening is facing in. You want that little peak that's in the center to face into the middle of your base. You're going to put one of these on each side of your base, and then you're going to glue your base to your element that you want to pop up. Now, you can do this as small or as large as you need to. It just depends on the size of your pop-up element. In this case, my pop-up element has a lot of narrow and then wide areas. So I thought the best place would try to get this centered And so I put it right under her waistline where her dress kind of like begins to flow out. I didn't want to make this base piece so narrow that it would fit at the top. So here, this all works out great. I'm going to hold it down just to see how everything looks. And then I'm just going to simply add glue to the little 2 tab pieces here. And then we'll flip her over and we'll push her down onto the card base, holding her there for just a second. The great thing about using liquid adhesive is you can wiggle it around just a little bit. So we'll wiggle her around just a smidge, get her all in place where we want her, and then she's good to go. So here you can see I slid her over. If you used like a strong double-sided adhesive, you wouldn't be able to do that. Now we are going to stamp a sentiment because I decided after this that I did want a sentiment up there in the corner. And we're going to add the Queen of Hearts sentiment. I'm going to grab my Misty, which will make this whole process much easier. I added a few rhinestones to this card, and then once we get our sentiment stamped, this card will be finished. So in other news, like I was saying, we attended the crab feed. It was great fun. We had a wonderful time. We also went to a crab feed a couple of weeks ago, and I won one of the giveaways, and it was a 36-inch Blackstone. Can you believe that? Like, I cannot believe I won that. So, my husband and I were super excited. He got it all seasoned because you have to season them to use them. So he got it all seasoned up, and he cooked up bacon and hash browns and a bunch of other stuff on it this last weekend. So that was a lot of fun. I can definitely see us using that often for cooking large amounts, large quantities of items all at one time. And the food from the Blackstone just turns out great. If you have a Blackstone and you have a favorite recipe, please share it. I would love to know. All right, so this is our Queen of Hearts pop-up card using the Honeybee Stamps Queen of Hearts goodies. Love, 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 love how this turned out. The border die and stamp for this are super versatile, great for spring related cards. And this card is completely finished. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you catch another video of mine. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. Click either video you see here to watch it, and click the little circle with my face in it to subscribe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good day, friend. Bye-bye.